Good morning, everyone. I'm still setting up, but I thought I'll press the live button and I'll just be around in the background. So say hi when you come in. Turn on the lights on. Right, so we're nearly there. Good morning. It was the mouse that I dropped. Not anything of any value. Good morning. Who's watching? Do say hi. Let's try and put the comments on. That's good. Right. Good morning. I'm very layered up. It's very cold. It will warm up in here in a minute. I've got the heater on. That's it. I just dropped my mouse and it went smash. But it seems to have survived, so that's good. I hope you're all right and ready to go. I hope you're warmer than I am. Let's do that. Okay. Got my tracker ready. Are you going to say good morning to me, everybody? Or is it just me? Oh, no, you have. I haven't pressed the button. Morning, Barbara. Morning, Sandra. Morning, Mary. Right. Let's put that in there. We're slowly getting there. I was trying to be early to work today, but I got stuck behind a bin truck on a road that you couldn't get past it. So that held me right up. Let's plug in some cables. Just a second. Oh, come on. That one. Right. There we go. Right. Morning, Jane. I'm going to be right back. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted, but I am coming right back. I'm just doing all the setup. 1 second. I've got so many layers of clothes on, I can't move. Hello, everybody. I am here, honestly. I'm getting there. Good morning, everybody. I thought I'll press live. Oh, it's one of those days. Let's just check we haven't broken the phone, because if we break the phone, we're in trouble. It's all fine, don't worry. Yes, it's one of those days. I'm trying to do too many things all at once. So let's calm it down, shall we? Right, I've got stuff everywhere. Right, how are we all? Is everybody all right? Slightly less chaos than I am, I'm sure. Anyone up to anything fun? Been doing anything fun? Did you miss the live yesterday? I'm sorry there was no live. I've got lots to do for Behind the Jewelry, and it's taking me out and about, and I'm not getting lots of time to do everything else. So there's not managing to get in I'm not managing to get in a live every single week. But it's likely I will do a little speedy live because I'm going out gem hunting at the weekend, so I'm sure I'll find something. So keep your eye out, because if I go live, the plan is that I send you an email saying I'm going live, and it will be in half an hour, or it depends how excited I am. So I'll send you an email and just go like, open this email. And then I'll tell you. Morning, Karen. How you doing? Morning, Candy. I think I said hi, Candy. So all good. Now, what's going on in the world of Charms Gems? Did you get an email about your birthday invitation? I'm not sure where that's going out. Let me just ask Emily. I think the birthday invitations are going out when the birthday in. Just ask Emily that, because that's exciting. I sat down at 7:30 last night and went to sleep, and I thought I'd missed the live, Sandra said. Oh no, Sandra, don't worry, you didn't. I've missed so many lives recently, Tara says, but very upset I missed the paired stones. We've still got them. If you want to look at them today, you can look at them, Tara. We did bring them last Friday as well. So yes, morning, Tracy, I hope you're well. So, right, I've got on about 12 layers of clothing, so I can't move very well. So let me try and remove. I will slowly remove the layers as it warms up in here. It just gets very, very cold in our office. And that's another one that I've got from another day, look. And then it'll be too hot. My mother-in-law bought me this cow thing. What do you reckon? I think it's... I don't know. I can't decide. I like the shape of it. I'm just not sure about the pattern. Right. What does Emily say? No, she doesn't. She hasn't replied. It's all good. So let's talk about, it's Friday. So we always open the Friday show with what we're doing at the weekend. So you tell me what you're doing at the weekend, and I tell you what I'm doing at the weekend. And that's how that works. So I'm working all weekend. What a surprise. So I'm working at the weekend. I'm going out to get some gemstones, and then I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun. There's a lot of gemstones to be found. So it's all good. And then on Monday, we start filming the podcast for Behind the Jewelry. So I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know why, though. I'm sure I'm perfectly capable of filming a podcast. I've done some practices. So all the equipment's in. It's currently set up over there, actually, because I might interview Annie later as a bit of practice. It's all going, it's all going in the right direction. We've had loads of positive feedback from not only you guys, but also the jewelry trade are really excited about it. We've got Philip coming on Monday, and he's going to be doing metal questions. So if you've got any questions about precious metals, I'll jot them down and add them to the list, because we'll be emailing him this afternoon with all the questions. And the traction on that, I think it's hit over about 12,000 people. So, it's been really, really good. So that starts. So I've got Philip we're filming, but I feel like my brain's all over like this. So I'm sorry. We'll try and put it into a better structure. So the podcast, the main series, High Fleur, right? And let me know what you think, because I need your advice, is about the people's careers behind the jewelry industry. So that can be someone who works at a bench. It could be someone who is running a business. We've got Andrew Hines signed up, who owns 400 retail stores. We've got a designer signed up who just runs who is a goldsmith who works for a manufacturer, but on the weekend she runs craft events like the Goldsmiths Fair events, and everybody in between. So that's what the series is about. It's called Careers Behind the Jewelry, and that's what the series is going to be about. However, Philip, our metal expert, he is slightly in addition to that, because we just wanted to know about the metal. So I found the expert, and we're going to do a podcast, but it'll also be a YouTube video, and we'll get snippets put out on socials as well. So you should learn all the answers to the questions there. So we're going to film 3 podcasts on Monday. We've got Marie Brennan from Birmingham Assay Office, who's been in the trade since she was 16, doing various things, but she now is, I don't know what her job title is, I will after Monday. She's now works for the Assay office. She's worked for them for as long as she started, just before I started with them. So that was probably, oh my gosh, blimey, a lot of years ago. I want to say not 20, it can't be 20 years ago. Anyway, a long time. And before that, she was at the company that is now the NAJ, which was called the BJA, I think. They're very confusing, all of these businesses, and they merged together. So she was there. So her story, I think, should be really interesting. And you would have seen her if you watched the Assay office. She's really good on camera. She's really lovely, and she knows everything about hallmarking. So she's going to be smashing. So we've got her. Then we've got Sarah from JQV, which is a gemstone supplier in the Jewelry Quarter, and she's quite a personality. So I think her story would be quite interesting, because she currently owns a gemstone business, but she's actually a goldsmith as well. So, and she's married to a goldsmith. So let's see what her story is. I can't wait to hear these stories. And then I've asked Philip, while he's there, does he want to tell us his story? But he said it's not very exciting. I said, well, then it won't take long, will it? So we might as well just crack on and get it filmed. And I think it should be so interesting to hear all the careers of all these people and what job opportunities there are within our industry, because it's so vast, the amount of things that the industry offers. From, if you think about it, from marketing, finance, every single area of business is not just about making jewelry. So that's the idea, is we get all these stories. So what do you reckon, people? What do you reckon? And I'm going to give people an option to nominate somebody to be interviewed as well. So I think it should be good. But that's my Monday. I am a little bit nervous. I've got a lot of prep to do before I get there. But hopefully I think it's going to be okay. Right, let's go through some messages. Karen says, I've missed all your mining in Namibia posts. Just back from a road trip for 4 weeks to Australia and New Zealand, South Island. Looked at loads of stunning jewelry and gemstones. Oh, Karen! Did you go to Abel Tasman? That was my favourite place in the world. That's on the South Island of New Zealand. It's on the north of the South Island of New Zealand, and it is just amazing. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. What a 4 weeks. So lucky. Did you get a motorhome? I feel like we need the details on that one. Mary said, fit right in with those vests in with the read that again. Fit right in with that vest in Kansas. I would, wouldn't I? I feel I could be a cowboy. Tara says, I'm working both Saturday and Sunday at the medical palliative unit. Oh, good for you, Tara. Hi, Desi. Desi's in Bulgaria. What are you doing in Bulgaria, Desi? Hi, Isabel. That sounds fabulous. Thank you very much. Let's hope it is. Let's hope it is. I haven't managed to push it as far and wide as I was hoping, but hopefully once we get it filmed, we're on a roll. And I've got so many people who are wanting to be podcasted. It's insane. I reckon I could just do that, but unfortunately, it's not making fortune. Hey, Mark, how are you doing? Right, Mark is giving a talk next Wednesday. I read that this morning, Mark. Next Wednesday in Birmingham's Jewelry School, 5 till 7 p.m. I'll try and share it, actually. I'll share it on Behind the Jewelry, and I'll share it on Charmers Gems. And you can go and listen to Mark giving a talk. You're going to talk about Mark. Oh, Desi's Bulgarian. You're here to see a poorly parent. I'm sorry to hear about that. Annie's Bulgarian as well, Desi. And so Annie and I went over to Bulgaria, and it was lovely. I really liked it. But it's very confusing because they shake their head for yes and nod their head for no. So you're in a restaurant and Annie's ordering the food and the waiter's like, no. And I'm like, no, they don't have it. And she's like, no, they do. That's yes. Just a minute. I've just realised my light's not on, which I don't know why it's not on. Right, we're nearly there. I've got very squeaky shoes today as well. So, right, okay, who else is up to stuff? Anyone up to anything fun? Have you got craft stalls? I don't think it's the season for craft fairs, really. Anyone doing anything fun in the world of jewelry? Anyone making anything fun? Any news, anything at all to tell me? We don't have anything to catch up on because I wasn't live yesterday. So that was a bit, so what are we going to do on a Friday morning? I thought to myself. So you need to ask me what you want to see. I've got here from last week, I mentioned that I got some new Varrovites. So I am going to bring those out. They're on my desk. But you need to ask me. Otherwise, going to be a very short live because I do have to do all my prep for next week. So I can't be here all day today. But we can do whatever you want to do. So if you want to see cabs, we've got cabs. So things that we've got beads, we've got cabs, we've got very limited pearls, we've got stretchy bracelets, we've got some crystals, I've got some quartz, some amethyst that hasn't ever been opened. I've got things like petrified wood, we've got some fossils, trying to look around what we've got. We've got the pairs of cabs, they're still around. We've got some jewelry, not a lot of jewelry, but some jewelry. We've got lots of things. Do you have any of those pairs left? Yes, we do. We do, Tara. Let's write that down. Pairs of cabs are in. The other thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be promoting the tumblestones next week. So I'm running a trial on Instagram as we speak, a trial reel, which we've never done before. So I'm just trying, let's see how it's performing. Let's see how a trial reel is performing. Welcome to the marketing of Charmers Gems. So we do a lot of social media content here at Charmers Gems. We've never done a trial reel. So I thought we'd give it a go. So I created a video about how tumblestones are made. Do you have any of this China strands? Possibly. Probably. Let's have a look. China strands. Oh, wait a minute. News just in. Karen did go to Abel Tasman and it rained. Oh, no. It's the most beautiful place in the world. That was a low for us, but we had to come from a wow around every corner. Helicopter ride up the glaciers on Mount Cook. Wow. Didn't do campers, traveling with our son who lives in Melbourne. We both snore, but we stayed in some amazing accommodation and even in the rainforest and an outdoor bath. Came back to my Chider order. Wow. Oh, what a shame. Honestly, it was so we did Carl and I've done New Zealand twice, but we did New Zealand for a few months actually, once, and we hired a motorhome and we did both islands. And Abel Tasman was just the most beautiful place in the world. And that's to me how the world, I wish all the world looked like that. It was so beautiful. But the South Island of New Zealand is one of the best places I've ever been. It's absolutely fascinating. And they'd have jade there, just saying. There's always a gemstone, isn't there? Right, I was talking about trial reels. So in Instagram, we create lots of reels. They're the short content video that you get. That's what they're called, reels. And you put them on Instagram and it pushes them over to Facebook if it's in the mood. Sometimes it doesn't do that. So yesterday I did a trial reel, and this is a new thing that they've just built where you can test it and it pushes it out to not your followers. And you can see how it performs when they're not your followers. Because, of course, if we push a piece of content out, we'll get normally the same people who see it because it pushes it to such a tiny amount of your audience. And then they'll like it. So you get a lot of the same people liking it. But if you push it to a totally new following, if it was rubbish, it wouldn't do anything. So I thought, well, let's give it a go. So I built this video about the tumblestones, which I can put up on screen if you want me to. I'd have to send it from here to the computer and then we could play it if you want to see it. So I built this video, but I did 2 voiceovers and they were similar, but they were 2 separate voiceovers. And I thought, I can't decide which one's the best one. So quite often I do one, then I do another one, and then I export them both. And then I think, oh, well, that one's loads better than that one. But this one, I just couldn't make a decision. And so I went to build the reel and I thought, you know what, let's put it as a trial and see if it's really terrible or if it's not really terrible. So I did that yesterday. So here are my trial reels here, look. So my video that I posted out last night has had views.
And that is how they make them.
Let's just turn that down. 2.1 thousand views, 80,000 likes, 6 comments, and 4 shares. Now, interestingly, it did push it to Facebook, not as a trial. So the comments are possibly within Facebook. Yeah, I think so. So this morning, Emily said, "Oh, your trial reel didn't do too badly." I mean, to hit 2,000 people when that don't know who you are, is quite good, actually. So if we look at other videos, sorry, it's like a little social media digression here. So if we look at other videos that we put out this week, for example, to give you an idea, the garnets are put out last week, which you might have seen, is at 21.7 thousand views. The questions about, please could you give us some questions to for Philip, that's much more difficult because you're asking people to act on something, and it's quite difficult to get people to do something. But we got 4,300, and I had a bit of a strop and I posted it again for 1,300 views, so that wasn't too bad. The guess the gemstone here, the guess the gemstone, which only one person on Instagram got right and one person on Facebook, and I had no idea it was that hard. I knew it was hard because when I showed it to Emily, she didn't get it right. So I was like, oh, it's quite a tricky edition. So I think she'd put in there that it's a bit difficult. That one had 7,300 views, and the answer has currently got, because that only went out yesterday, 2,400 views. So that gives you an idea of how many views we normally get. So the trial video, then, tell me if I'm boring you and I'll shut up and move on to the gemstones, has got 2,100 views. And so I don't think that's too bad. So this morning, Emily messaged and she said, oh, your video didn't do too badly, actually, on the trial, because now we get the option to actually make it live after 24 hours. So it's got to be tonight we can make it live. So I said to Emily, look, here's both the initial videos. Why don't you do one? And let's see who creates the best reel. So Emily's posted hers. What did she go with? Hidden process turns rough gemstones into... So she's gone, because the hook, the beginning bit, is the most important bit. And I wasn't confident that my hook was good enough. So she's changed it. I said how they make gemstone tumblestones. It's quite hard to describe the video otherwise. And so she's put the hidden process that turns rough gemstones into polished tumblestones. So she posted hers maybe less than an hour ago. And so far it's on 74 views. So that's not bad either. It's going to be an interesting trial, isn't it? Normally, I can't do a trial because I'm too busy making sure that I'm doing. Like I want it gone now. I want it out now. So yes. Right, Karen's in New Zealand again. Hocketeer for the jade. Okay, I did buy some when I was there, but I can't remember now how, and I can't pronounce any of the New Zealand names. You have to be careful as they import a lot of Canadian nephrite and carve that. I instead bought a piece of Aotia. I don't know what this is. A stone from west coast of the South Island. Fusion of blue kyanite, green fuchsia, and white quartz. I've never heard of this stone. I'll have to look it up. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to look it up later. Oh, interesting. Always nice to buy a stone, isn't it? I don't think there's enough jade for them to sort of work with. That's the problem. Right, I don't know why I was telling you about that reel. Anyway, oh, Fleur says she did it a few weeks ago. This is with the trial reel, and it did really well. Well, that's good, isn't it? I like it when they come up with something new. It's all good stuff. Right, I'm going to get my Uvaravites, and we're going to start with those. If you've got any requests for gemstones, pop them into the comments section. I've got so far the pairs of cabs. We're going to do those in second, Tara, because we played them last week. So, and I'm going to see if I've got any China strands left. I don't know what I over-ordered. I might have over-ordered a few bits. I'll see what we've ordered extra from China. We are having a birthday party on... oh, it's going out today. You'll get your invitation today. It's going out at 12:15. We are having a birthday party on... I won't give you the wrong date. The 21st of March, a physical birthday party where you can come here and see us. So please do that. Book in. You have to book in, but it's free, but you have to book in because we need the numbers. And for security, we can't just go letting anyone in. So 1 second, I'm going to get my Uvaravites. It's noisy, isn't it? Right. Okay, everybody ready? Good morning, everybody. Do say good morning if you haven't said good morning. Don't just hide from me. Right, let's desperately need to tidy my desk. I need a bigger desk, I think, is really the truth. That's the solution. If you make a lot of mess, just have more mess to spread out further. Right. Okay. Uvaravites. Oh, it's exciting. Probably not to everybody. I'll just sort my other screen out. Right, let's do this. It's taking a while. Right, and now. Right, we've got this one. Press the button. Every time. I even turned it down. Right, there we go. That's better, isn't it? Look at that. Right, let's we can just remove that for a second while I tell you what Uvaravite is, because that would be helpful, wouldn't it? So Uvaravite is part of the garnet family, and it's the bright green garnets, like insanely green. So these are all gemologists' favorite because they're totally different to your regular kind of garnet, but they only grow in really tiny crystals. So you never get a massive Uvaravite. So you wouldn't find it as a faceted stone, because they grow in two smaller crystals and they grow in little clusters together. And I found this, and it is just awesome. I found it nosying in someone's things. This is what I found. Imagine a lovely box, and inside, all these Uvaravites. I was thinking, wow, they're beautiful specimens. Look at that. They're so pretty. So as I said, the crystals are tiny, but you can see them. Look up here and you can see all the little, trying to get them into focus, all the little garnet crystals. And that is awesome. And I thought, well, they'll be great for pendants if you want to make them in the pendant. I think they're too big for rings. They're all about the same size. But they'd be great for pendants or just for collectors. I mean, I'd like to keep them, really. I've hung on to them for a couple of weeks. They are really cool, aren't they? Look at that. Yes, please. Absolutely, Fleur. We must do that. Absolutely need to do that. Yes, please. Yes, we're sort of picking away at that concept. We're sort of picking away at it. I just need to get Monday out the way, because that's a big day of filming and then, building podcasts, etc. Once I've got Monday out the way, that's it. The world is your... Oh, yes. Well, that could be a bit tricky. Okay, so shall I give you a ring later before I give away all the company secrets on the live? Yes, but I don't think I'll be here at the end of the month. Sorry. But yes. Oh, exciting though. Look at that. Right, Uvaravites. Has everybody heard of Uvaravite? I'll call you, Fleur. I'll call you. It's so cool. It's so cool. Right, okay. So how does the stone compare to Savarite garnet? So Savarite garnet is a different part of the series. So garnet is a series. Let me see if I've got my book, and then I'll just grab my book and then I can show you. Thanks very much. Thank you. And Lisa gave me coffee. Woohoo! Let's put the coffee down. So garnet is a series, a gemstone series, and it changes colour. So it comes in all possible colours. I'm flicking through this book because here we go. Mine is an old version of this book, but you can see at the top it comes in a whole range of different colours, a whole spectrum of colours. It's not helpful, is it? Here we go. And when this book was printed, they'd never found blue garnet, but they have found blue garnet now. So although you typically think of garnet to be this red colour, so if I were just to ask somebody on the street, what colour is garnet, they'd say red, and they would expect it to look like one of these early colours. It is a whole series that changes from the red right through down to, as I said, into the blues. You even get colour change garnet. It's absolutely amazing. So, and then in the green range, you get Uvaravites, and here's the pictures here. I'm trying to see if it's going to give us a reference back. So 8 is Uvaravite. So they've got these larger Uvaravite crystals, but not of the bright green color. I've never ever seen them big like this, only ever tiny little crystals. These are demantoid garnets. 10 is says topazolite, and then we're into zircon. So they come into different ranges, and they've got different names for each one of the ranges. I'm trying to see where it's putting Savarite. Savarite, 100i. Savarite garnet is under a grossular garnet. So within the range, you will just have a quick look at the book. You get all the different colours. So your reds are your Pyrope Almandine series. So these are your red series. And then your oranges here go into a Spessartine series. And then if we turn over here, when you get into these sort of the more neutral colours going into greens, these are grossular garnets. And that's where your my brain's not very good today. Your Savarite garnet, which is like an emerald green garnet, sits, and then into your androdite range, which is going to be your demantoid garnets, which are these beautiful ones here at the bottom, and then some of the, and that's where your Uvaravite sits as well. So, and Uvaravite, sorry, sits as another one in the series. So there are a series of garnets, and what's happening there is the chemical elements are changing within the garnet. It's actually quite complicated, the garnets and how they work. Claire once made me this amazing 3-dimensional triangle, like a pyramid, explaining how the garnet series works. So they're quite complex. I think that's why gemologists like them, because they're very pretty. They come in these awesome colors, and then they have this complexity to them. For what looks like quite a simple material is actually quite interesting. So the answer to your question is that it's a slightly different color. So I think a Savarite garnet is typically your sort of bright, vivid emerald green. But then when you get into the Uvaravites, this is this vivid vivid green. Savorite garnet is my favorite of the garnets because I think the color is just gorgeous, and you can get it in a really lovely size stone. It's relatively affordable, relative being relative. So yeah, but whereas, like I said, with the Uvaravites, you can't get them fastable. I've never seen a fasted Uvaravite. I don't know if Claire's watching. Claire might have seen one. I'm not sure. So so these are Uvaravites, and they are just the most beautiful little crystals sitting on the bed there. So let's give them a code, and then you can snap them up if you want them before we put them into a big live. That's the thing. I've got some codes here that say black tourmaline, so we're just going to cross those out. And these ones are all one price. So they're going to be £19.50 each. Oh, can't get the pen lid off, just a second. And it might say, there we are, I'll just scribble that out for you. We're just going to use these codes because I've got these stickers, so it's a shame to waste them. Right, if you want a Uvaravite, let's use the code 132KR, and they are £19.50. I'm just going to put them into my tracker. 132KR. One second. Uvaravite specimen. So maybe you want to make them into jewelry, or maybe you just want to keep them as a specimen, which is what I would do with them. Right. I can't see the screen a second, so just give me a sec. Right, okay. One for Karen. They're possibly a little bit geeky, aren't they? I think. Fleur, did you say that I got you some before? I possibly did. I think I remember picking it for you. Let's hide that. Fleur said, can you remember when you came over and my mum got it from a charity shop? Oh, yes, that's where I've seen it. That does ring a bell, definitely. Right, I've just got one there for Karen. And if you particularly wanted to pick out your own, then you can do, Karen, or just let me know if anyone else wants to pick out their own. They're really gorgeous, though. Look at that. They're so beautiful, so beautiful. You can, if you take a screenshot, Karen, and then you can let me know which one you want. There we go. Just hold that there for you. The other thing that I found when I found these were some dinky oil-filled quartz, and I thought these would be really good in rings. So let's show you these. These are little oil-filled quartz. So some of them are double terminated. We can do these individually if you like. These are very sweet as well. Look at that. And then these are going to fluoresce under ultraviolet light. Can you see there? Oh. Now, we did these in jewelry a couple of weeks ago, and they just all sold out. Look at that. They're so cool. Right, okay. So if you want one of these again are all the same price. So I'll put some letters out for you. Well, we'll do them individually. That's the best thing to do. These are going to be £17.50 each, these ones. Oh, next door's phone's ringing. That's weird. Like a petroleum quartz, yes. We don't know if it is petroleum, Tara, so I don't think they actually know what's inside. So that first one with its little twin there, that one is 133DN, that's £17.50. And then I'll grab you a couple of others because I think these are really beautiful. Let's do this one. So this one has got lots of lovely inclusions in it. Let's get the torch. Look at that. So that one's got a green fluorescence. This first one had a blue fluorescence. I guess it's greenish. Look at that. Okay, great. If you just claw set them, perfect ring size, don't you think? This one is 134, and that is 1750. Are the two similar enough to wear as earrings? Let's have a look. I don't have a lot. I've only got 6. Let's see. This one. I'm going to say no to those two. I think you could pair. Would you want the yellow? I would pair those two. That's what I would pair. Would that one, would they work for you, Tara, as a pair? Let's then put them under ultraviolet. You've got one yellow and one blue. That's very exciting. Look at that. Yes, please. Just a second. So that would be £35 for the two. They're yours, Tara. That is 135AH. Was it those two? No, these two. That is yours. Tap, 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 tap. That's all I hear. Lovely, thank you. Okay, I can't remember which one was which. That was that one at the top, wasn't it? So let's take that sticker off. Anyone for quite a large white, well, colourless crystal there. Again, with the yellow oil in there, fluorescing blue. So nice. That's probably a bit more for a pendant sized if you wanted it for jewellery. 136PS, they're all 1750. That would be 136 if that's in shot. Yes, it is. That was that one, wasn't it? Right, and let's leave those two for later. If you're not all snapping them up, then this was 134, wasn't it, Desi? Let's do that one. Thank you. Lovely. 136 for Tara as well. Lovely. Does anyone want the other two or not? Let me know. We can price them up. If not, I'm going to save them. Well, let's price them anyway, and then they're done. But otherwise they'll come into another show, I think. So 1750, 137, and 138. Me too, Tara, definitely. Right. So these are the last two. So 137. It's got a little twin here. Again, nice crystal shape. and then fluorescing blue. Nice. And 138. That's blue tack. It's more of a slightly larger crystal. Some cool inclusions in there. And also got blue fluorescence. Fantastic. 138. There you go. Anyone for those two, then let me know. But at least we've done them all. Right, let's pop those away then. That's 137. And this one is 138. I've got the hums today. Right. They're out the way. What have we got up next? Right, I've got Elysian asked for China strands that were left over from our latest China shipment. Lisa won't let me play the ones that are remaining in my world because she said that it's not been long enough since the customers got the order. So if there's a problem with an order, we like to have a spare in case there's a problem with the beads. So she won't let me play those. I've spilled coffee everywhere. Sorry. I've still got Fleur's message pinned up here, Fleur. Sorry about that. There you go. So Lisa won't let me play those, but we can play them maybe I think next week. What do you think? I'm sure next week will be fine to play them. But we do have some things that I bought lots of. So do you want to do those instead? I've got donuts. I've got the little labradorite skulls. I've just got some really good stuff. Should we do the donuts? Let me just look up the price in the system of the donuts. And then we can give them a price, but they're really nice. Was everybody happy with their China orders? Did you like everything that we offered? And if you've got any suggestions of anything that you want us to supply, then do let me know, because I'm just in the process of sorting out all of the March gemstones, because it's our birthday month, so we've got loads to do, so we're going to have the birthday party and we need some new strands for you to pick from there, don't we? Let's put this stage back up, and then we're going to do a bead wall. So I'm just picking all the new beads for the bead wall, which is very exciting. These ones are the Fancy Jasper donuts. Now I just love a bit of Fancy Jasper moss agate. They all, the Fancy Jasper, the moss agate, the carnelian, they all kind of grow together. I might have gone a bit mad because I just love them. Look at that. I love the Nellite, Karen said. Oh, lovely. The hexagon strands were gorgeous, but my favourite was the pink Botswana agate. That is in my Tumblestone video, Elysian, the pink Botswana agate. I followed some of that around the Tumblestone factory. Candy loved the China order. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think all in all, everybody was happy with what they got. It's just the delay was so bad, so I do apologise. But they were doing their best. It was out of their control, and I can understand that. Look at that. These are really nice, aren't they? Let's have a peep. Fancy Jasper donut, £14.50 each, and you can pick your own if you want. We could do pick your own. Let's do £14.50 each. And we'll give them some letters. I need some naked labels, really, don't I? Let's do ABC. They're the only nakeds I've got left. All 4mm faceted cubes and little coins. Lovely. 4mm faceted. Thank you. And any particular colours or materials that are really popular for you guys at the moment? Anything that you need me to stock up on? Right, let's do the 3. So these are $14.50 each. They're 40mm round donuts. Beautiful, beautiful patterns. This one is 139 is the code, but you can just put A, B, or C if you wanted to purchase any of these. Let's see if anyone fancies donuts. We do have donuts in the 30mm size as well if anyone wants to see any other donuts or see. I have to determine what kind of mood you're in. Are you in a donutty mood? I mean, that's the question, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let's put that there. Then shall I do some more? We can remove those. There's a green donut. Look at the colour there. No one's loving these. You're not really in the right frame of mind for large donuts. We've also, the cab, you know, we do cabs on a Tuesday. So we do a cabochon campaign on a Tuesday where you can choose your own. Look at that. Such a nice colour, isn't it? That one. They've sold out every week for the last 3 weeks, I think. Apart from one Bloodstone, I think Bloodstone Jasper. Lisa said there's one left. If anyone wants to look at any of those, let me know. Because we've got the cabs from the other cab campaign. Oops. Oh, look. It's such a nice colour. $14.50. I would love the spotted green A. This one for you, Tara. Donuts, sorry, are hiding. The price is hiding. £14.50 each for the donuts. I'm just going to write on here A, Tara, for you. I'll call it AA because it was the second one. That one is AA. That one. Can I have the last donut? This one, Sandra. This one I will do a CC. B or C, whichever is the brightest. Oh, decisions. Oh. This one's the brightest. This one I'll do for you, Sandra. This one. No one wants it. I will take BB. BB is gone. Sorry, Tara. Anymore. Do you have a Labradorite donut? This one's BB. We do have a Labradorite donut, I think. I'll have a look. Right. Any more? Should you want me just to sneak an extra one in? Did you want this one CC instead, Tara? Or I can peek through and see if there's anything insane in the packet. I think this tealy green colour is very popular. A very popular colour. Because I love them all. That one's quite different. We'll do that. I'll have a look for a Labradorite donut in a second. Not as big as this. We might have a 30mm. Well, this is new to me, Wayne says. Hi, Wayne. Well, Wayne, what are we doing? Do you like gemstones, Wayne? Because then you're in the right place. If you don't like gemstones, then you might as well just keep scrolling, I'm afraid, because it's all about the gemstones. So this is a shop. We're a live shop. We're a gemstone shop, and we stock all sorts of different gemstones. So you just request what you like, or you look at what we've got on offer, you put the code into the comments to buy, and then you message us with your email address. We send you a link in an email to pay your invoice. So it's quite straightforward. So if you liked this one, for example, which I think somebody is going to like because it's quite impressive, this one is going to be letter D, and it's £14.50. So you just type D into the comments, and then we invoice you for £14.50, and that is it. Look at that. That's insane. I was watching your Tumblestone video. Oh, Wayne, that's exciting. This is CC. That's gone to Tara. I presume you liked the Tumblestone video, Wayne. Did you watch it on Facebook or on Instagram? That's gorgeous, Jan says. Morning, Jan. CC has gone to Tara. Anyone for letter D? It's a bit like doing your shopping. It's video shopping, really, because you get to see the items. You get a better idea of what you're buying. This one is mental, isn't it? This one is, I'm just going to take these away. Let's do, this one is code DD at the bottom here, and it's £14.50. Hannah would like it. Thank you, Hannah, or D would be fine. Hannah, I'll put you as D. That is. Lovely. I needed black agate cabochon for a big statement ring. No, I don't have a black agate cabochon. I might have a black onyx cabochon. Shazane, will that ring? Will that do? But it's not very big. I'm trying to think what I've got that's big. This is letter D. You're based in my country and not... And yes, I love the gems. I'm obsessed with moss agate and ocean jasper. These are good choices, Wayne. We're based in the UK, so I'm presuming that's where you are based. But we buy gemstones from all over the world, including China. So these are actually from China. When we say the gemstone is from China, it's cut in China. This material is from India. This is fancy jasper. And I think it's Indian material. Shall I see if there's any more really cool patterns in there? Any that stand out? This one's cool. This one's totally different. You're in Derbyshire. Very nice. That's where the Blue John comes from, Wayne. Have you been to the Blue John mine? You must go. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant day out. Look at that. Oh, stripy one. This one is letter E. Between 30 and 40 millimeters. And onyx would do, would it? Ah, yes. No, we just are. We're Royal Mail shippers here. So you did when you were younger. Oh, that's good. That is a good day out. That's beautiful. This one's letter E. Totally unique. If you're looking for something different, this one is for you. One more route in the bag, and then we'll move on to the next one. We don't want to miss anything, do we? Right. Can't really see very well. You better tip them out. Just tip them. Okay, this one's cool as well. I will see if I can find you some onyx. Right. Look at this one. This one is letter F. That's a really lovely one as well. Letter F, right. E and F. And I'll pop these ones back. F for Shazane. What's the stone? I always forget its name. This is Fancy Jasper. Letter F. Nobody for the stripy one. I am surprised. Obsidian. No, I don't. This isn't obsidian, not this one. Letter E before it goes back. I'm shocked to my very core. We do have, I've got some obsidian stars here. That's what I'm going to show you later, but I just don't quite know. Oh, they've got a price on them. I was going to say, I don't know how to price them. So these are beautiful. I don't have the torch with me. So obsidian, you have to rub it on your breast. That's how you get the light to show. This is rainbow obsidian, but I need a light, and I don't think I've got a light. And I don't know what I've done with the works phone because I need it. Is it going to show like this? Oh, not very effectively. Did anyone get any of these in the China lives? Look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is obsidian. This is a volcanic glass. And this is called rainbow obsidian. And as you can see, it has inclusions in it which make rainbow colors when the light is shined on it. So you have to get the lighting right. And then they cut it into this star shape so that it exhibits this star. It's very clever, isn't it? Wow. Oh, I've lost my light altogether now. That broke. There you go. It's really cool. Did anyone get any of these from the China lives? So, oh, I'm having a technical hiccup here with the lighting. I think it needs rewiring, this light. It was playing us up the other day, wasn't it? There we go. Right, so this one is £28, 380 KC. I might have a smaller one as well. Shall we have a look? Let's look at this one. Another beauty. Let's use the other light. Can't get the light to, got to get the light to catch it. So you can see the greens there. No, I need to get a better light. Let's not waste them. I am based in Worcestershire, in Redditch in Worcestershire, Wayne. We're not a shop as such. I mean, we are an online shop. We're not a shop, but we are going to open our doors for the first time for our birthday party in March. But you can always message in if you're looking for anything particular. We have a little warehousing unit here in Redditch. That's where we're based from, and the studio and everything. But we actually travel all over the world. So if you make sure you're following us, which I think you must be if I pop back up, then make sure you're following us, because we go all over the world and we show you all about the gemstones, like the video that you watched about the tumblestone manufacturer. I was in Africa and invited into the factory to show the story of how they cut the tumblestones. So we do that sort of thing all over the world. So we're worth a follow, because we do put out some interesting content, even if I do say so myself. I'm sure everybody will agree that, and then you can buy the gemstones directly from wherever we are in the world. That's how it works. So you have to be on your toes with us. We do stuff totally randomly. So this weekend we're likely just to go live, because I know I'm going to be busy and I'm going to find some exciting things. So we'll just go live. So yeah, it's a fantastic business, very different. I've tasted away now. Thanks for this morning. I've stepped away. Tara's stepping away. Thank you. My geography is rubbish. Where is Worcestershire? We're about 20 miles from Birmingham, so right in the middle of the country. Right. Did anybody get these little chaps while we were out in China? Because these are really lovely. Oh, it's taken me off. There we go. These are the skull beads. So these are drilled all the way through like this. I love these. They were a big seller. I think you got a mixture, didn't you? You got a mixture. With you on randomness being autistic ADHD, are you asking me if I'm autistic and ADHD, Wayne? This is the other skull. So you get a 3-pack of the skulls. And let's have a look. This one is 4KP. Let's find the price. Brings back so many memories when I'm showing you, because I remember selecting them, and it was just, it was just brilliant. It was a brilliant day. You know what I'm like. Right, this one, Labradorite carvings, £9.50 for the 3 beads. No, you're autistic and ADHD. Okay. Well, what I'm saying, you're random. Oh, okay. So as long as you like random, then we'll feed into your personality, because we do things a little bit randomly. So you get 3 beads there for £9.50. And the code for these is, I'm going to write it on the bag, 114KP. 114KP, £9.50, and you get your 3 mini skull beads. I mean, the skulls are hugely popular, aren't they? Very, very high fashion at the moment, skulls. And then lovely. This is the decorated skull, like the Day of the Dead skull. And then 2 random, and that's Labradorite. 114KP. I've got a few packs of those. So those ones, Tracy, she's given me as beads, but not the strands. I'm not allowed strands of anything. And then I'm going to look for a Labradorite donut for you in a second. And pairs of, oh, Tara's gone, I think. Tara, you've missed your cab pairs. If anyone else wants cab pairs, let me know. Right, okay. Nobody for these. Are you all feeling all right this morning? Right, let me go and see donut wise. Who was after donuts? Shazane. Oh, you were after, I didn't write down donuts. Let me just go and have a look for Shazane and see if I've got any black onyx. If I have, it's hiding in my office. So just give me a second, because I just have to root through a couple of boxes. If anyone else has got anything else you want to see, then let me know. I'm back. Right, sorry everybody, just went out to have a look. I did have some comics. Haha, what's this? What's this? Lab donuts we don't have. Desi, we do donuts, 30mm donuts in all sorts of different materials. Labradorite faceted beads, I'm not sure. Oh, these are jet. Oh, what a find. Putting these away. These are Whitby Jet. Right, we're not doing those. They're everyone's going to be like, we want to do the Whitby Jet. Interesting. I didn't know I had that. I thought somewhere I had all sorts. What have I got? What have I found? This is very exciting. All sorts of weird and wonderful things. No idea what this pack is. This is not what I thought it was. What's that? Ah, look at that. Oh, this is interesting. Are the skulls just Labradorite? Yes, sorry. These were in China, Desi, the skulls, the Labradorite skulls. We bought them in China. They were very popular. Look at that. That is... Anyone want to guess what that is? Cool, isn't it? Oops. Any guesses? No? I'll just have to give it a minute. Right, that's not. I think, Shazane, the best thing to do is if you direct message in, because I don't know where the bag I'm thinking of is. I mean, we might have sold it. That's really interesting. Oh, there's all sorts of things here. Nobody guessing on that one. I think that I mean this is a doublet, a Blue John doublet book. So they've put a Blue John slice on the back, and then they've added a layer on the top to make a Blue John doublet. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? These must be samples. This is also a doublet of something. So they're samples of something. Somebody's given me a bag of randoms. These are really cool. These are round cabs. I don't know what that is. Look at the moss agate though. You can have this pack if anyone wants this pack. You can have it for £6. £6 for the pack, 3, and I'll tell you how big they are approximately. You can have a pack of the skulls. Just one second. They're about 20mm round, thereabouts. So you've got moss agate, 2 snowflake obsidians. This is an agate slice, and this one, I'm not sure what that is. It's quite fun. £6 if you want that one. Just put 6 in. Proper old school stuff. This is. It was Blue John. It was a doublet. Well done, Desi. Right, okay. So that's £6. I'll get you a bag of Labradorite skulls. Just one sec. Let's put the code in. Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Did I see anyone say skulls? You did. Those were £6 for the pack. I just found a random pack whilst looking for something else. Just found a whole pack of Whitby Jet. That's very exciting. These are your skull beads. The skull beads. You get 3 in a pack. You might have got these in China, Adele. So these, you get 3 beads in the pack. You get 2 regular skulls and 1 fancy skull in labradorite. The code for those is 114KP, this code here, and they are £9.50 for the 3 pieces. 114. You did get it right. Right, let's pop that away. But it didn't have the onyx in for Shazane, I'm afraid. And amongst all of that, I'm quite intrigued as to what else is in this bag now. These are also, these must be samples. For Adele, thank you. Morning, Adele. Let's see what else is in this bag. These are also Blue John. Blue John slices, look. That's interesting, isn't it? Cool. That's a nice one. All sorts of stuff here. All sorts, right. Now, if I knew the price for the Whitby Jet, you could sneak in there, because otherwise I'm going to get that into on the website, because that sells out in seconds on the website, Whitby Jet. It's insane. Right. You used to have a pair, black, white, round onyx. The white was faceted. Let me have a look. That will be in the box over there. Oh, second. I'm not just over here. I can hear you. Yes, they are still here. I don't think they're 30 to 40 millimeters. That's why I didn't bring them out. Please get the Whitby Jet on the website. I just have to remember how much it is a gram. I might have it in that box. Oh, I know how much it is a gram. We could do it. We could do it today if you really want to do it. The bag of Blue John. Let me have a look and I'll give you a price. Just a minute. Let me sort Charzane's onyx out. So this is the black onyx, but the cab is, 20 millimeters, Charzane. When I bought that batch, it came with other sizes, but it was, it was 6 years ago, so I'm not sure where it is. But you can have that if you want. Oh, I've got the hiccups. I don't know why I've got hiccups. I don't like having hiccups. Does anyone like having hiccups? I don't know. Do you want to do Whitby Jet? Bag of Blue John. That was the next question. The bag of Blue John. The one with the slices in. This one. Some of them might have some small chips. I'll email for the lab donut and a big black stone. Okay. So these are all Blue John, but Blue John's very fragile, look. So can you see, sometimes you get these tiny chips around the edges. There's nothing that we can do about that, I'm afraid. That's just the way of the nature of the material when they cut it. This has got slices. Let me weigh it for you and then I'll tell you. Oh, Annie's in. I can hit Annie. Oh, thank you, Desi. That's kind. That's what we're here for. So you can have the whole bag at £23. £23 for the whole bag of Blue John, Adele. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 3, 6, 9 Whitby Jet I'm going to say cabs, but these two are slices. And then this Whitby Jet, Blue John, sorry. This will be Blue John, but this is the white part. So I don't know what you're going to do with those. But there's 9 usable cabs there. 23 divided by 9 works out £2.55 a cab. That is really cheap, but just because, why not? £23. I'll just put Blue John if you want to bid on that. Lot. So the code is Blue John, £23 for the lot. And let's do the price of the Whitby Jet cabs. I can't believe I've got them. But I was supposed to be finding Emily a campaign for the cabochons, and that would definitely tick that box, wouldn't it? Right. Wow. They're mega sizes as well. They're lovely. Should we just do a couple? No, do them all, do them all. Where was that one? Yes. Hannah's gone over to YouTube to try and get better. Have you got a lag? This one is £30. £30 for the large Whitby Jet cab. It is 32 by 26 millimeters. 32 by 26. That one will be letter A. Stuck my letters together. The unusual shape. And it does have a little nick here, but if you're going to set it, be fine. It's just a hard stone. No, not really. It's a wood. Let me look up its hardness, but I think it's doesn't need the Whitby part. Jet hardness. 2.5 to 4. So it's not particularly hard, but it's not going to really break. So long as you protect it, then you'll be fine. It's not one where you're going to knock it, it's going to split in two, anything like that, but it will scratch. So just try and protect it a little bit. Alina says, sorry to hijack, but I've received my stones from live auctions in China and they're beautiful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You can hijack us for any nice reason like that. Thank you very much for letting us know. That's kind. This one is £23 for the giant unusual shape. That's B. And then let's do one where I've got a few of the same, because I can definitely do Emily a campaign. What about a pair? Let's see which ones of these are a pair. Yes, that pair. And this is going to be letter C. So that one was 23. This one was 30, wasn't it? This pair is going to be £12.50 for the pair. Could you please price one of the smaller ones? Yep, can do. I will do, let's do the smallest round. Remember to give me the price and code for Facebook. C has gone to Adele. Thank you, Adele. The white and black onyx. I'll have a look. The code and the price for the white and black onyx is C01 is the code, and then £9.50. I think you get 3 pieces. I'll have a look in a sec. That's gone to Adele. That's yours, Adele. And then white and black onyx. Just have to look this one up in the system. Second. White and black, one black and one white onyx. So you get 2 pieces and they are £9.50 for 2 pieces. So you get one white and one black. Like that. That's your code. OC01, £9.50. For those two. Right. Any more on the onyx? Oh, I was doing this one. This one is £5, this baby one, and that is letter D. I definitely need more stickers. I'm running out of stickers. Oh, it's just rubbish. Letter D. It's gone to Hannah. I don't have a letter. Okay. But what am I going to put it in? Let me just grab some stickers or we're going to become in a mess. D at £4.50. One of these for Shazane. Let's see. Lovely. Those are yours, Shazane. Thank you. 2 lots. Yep, no problem. Did Adele get the blue John bag? Not that I saw a bid for, no. Adele, did you want the blue John bag? Otherwise, it can go to Desi if she wants it. Right, okay. Shall I put the Whitby Jet away? Morning, Granny. How are you? I missed everybody yesterday. I wasn't live last night, and it's always strange. Very strange. Right, and we'll do those. We'll do those for Emily. Right. No, so Desi, if you want the blue John bag, that is available. Oh, right on. Right, lovely. I wasn't live last night, Granny. No, not last night. Right, the blue John bag. Let's put all these things away then. I don't know what those are. These are cute as well. There's all sorts of things in this bag. Right, what else have I got on my list? Tara's gone, so I don't need to do that. Elysian we've done. And Shazane we've done as well as we could. Ooh. Look at this. Little opals. These are cute, aren't they? Aren't they cute? They're in this bag as well. For some reason, I was unfollowed. I was wondering why I'm not seeing you anymore, and I had to go and follow you again. That's weird, isn't it? I don't know why. It does this thing. Was that on Facebook, Granny? So Instagram does this culling thing where it goes through and it removes your followers, and it tells us that they're robots that it removes. But maybe, I don't know. It certainly wasn't us. We wouldn't remove you. These are cute, aren't they? So these are little Australian opals. They're very cute, aren't they? Very nice. Does anyone want to buy this pack? 2, 4, 6, 8 in the pack. I can do the whole pack. Let's do it for £20 for 8. That works out at £2.50 each for the little opals. I think they're going to be about a 7mm. Let's measure them. Maybe slightly smaller. 6mm probably. Yeah, 6 to 7mm. If anyone wants those, just code OPAL. Let's have a look. Opals for Adele. Lovely. Everybody wants the opals. Right. Just don't have a bag for those either at the moment. You're very cute. Morning, Ken. How are you? I've spoken to you for ages. Right, lovely. Very strange, Ronnie. Very strange. Facebook does have a mind of its own, doesn't it? That's the trouble. That is the problem. Right, back there. Do you want to see what else is in the bag? Lots of mother of pearl. Some peculiar mineral, never heard of. 14 by 10 ovals. Some very strange findings. What's this? What else have I got? Some more cabs here. Look. Desi, did you want the bag of Blue John? Let me know. I found. Let's just move these jet out of the way. Hi Beth, how are you? Ken's just come in as well. And just a bag of mixed cabs here. These are just little mixed cabs. Totally mixed sizes. Have the bag for a £5 if you want. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 in there for a £5. I'm putting from one thing to the other. Oh, it's Beth's birthday today. Happy birthday, Beth. Didn't know it was your birthday today, Beth. Have you got a day off work? I know lots of people have a day off work for their birthday. I always liked being at work, but I'm not much of a birthday celebrator. Pack of cabs, £5. Just put the code CAB to get the whole pack. They're a mix of all sorts of bits of all sorts of things. Nothing truly identifiable. I'll have a look nosy through. Cab, £5. I think Rani wants these. Just kind of a mixed lot, that one. Oh, how did you get on, Beth? Beth did a gemology practical. Hi, Isabel. How are you doing? Right, Cab's gone to Rani. What else was in the bag? Let's see if we can find you another lot. Just a second. Here's another lot. Random cabs in this bag. Adele, do you want this bag? Let's have a look. What have we got in here? Oh, these are cute. We've got some maybe leopard skin jasper. Hematoids, red jasper, get asked that all the time. Looks like rose quartz. Bit of everything going on in there. How many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 cabs. So that's loads of cabs, isn't it? Do you want them for £11? £11 for the pack. Adele gets first dibs because she just missed out on the other pack. Cab 2, this code. What does it say? I love my goodies from China. The kyanite bracelet is amazing. Beautiful colour. Oh, thank you. Not that one. Desi, did you want that one? Did you want those ones for £11, Desi, for 23 cabs? Let me know. What else is in the bag? What's this? Soda light cabs. It's a lot of tiny little soda lights. Right, let's put everything back in the bag. That was quite a fun bag, wasn't it? Interesting, very interesting. Right, okay. Bid on cab 2 for Elysian. Thank you. There's a massive delay, Desi says. Sorry about that. Right. Naomi, I'm glad you're here. You know, the assay office are hosting a massive careers event, and now it's huge. You know, it started as a little careers event. It's now an enormous careers event. And I wondered if you wanted to take your learners. Do you know about it? I keep meaning to put the promotion up. I will do that. I've told them I'll mention it on my lives and I'll do the promotion for them. So, yes, what a steal, Desi says. Isn't it, Desi? Would you like me to make you a pack, Desi, out of the bits and bobs that I've got left? Because I've got more. I'm just too lazy to do it. That was all it was. I thought, oh, that's enough of that. This is quite a fun pack. Oh, they were beads. Oh, no, that's not fun. What's the black cab I can see in the background? This is Whitby. Sorry, my camera's gone a bit of a mess, hasn't it? This is Whitby Jet, Isabel, that I just found, a random bag of Whitby Jet that I'm trying not to sell because I want to put it on a web campaign. Look at that. But they persuaded me, the viewers persuaded me to put a couple on. So this one's £30 for the oval, and this large unusual shape is £23. And then I've got a couple more for my cab campaign. I need 9. So 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. I've got 8. I might manage. I might be able to do a campaign. Desi wants the blue John cabs. You certainly can. Let me put those in. Blue John cabs for Desi. You didn't know about it? Okay, we'll I must get some promotion going out then. Yeah, it's looking really good. They are doing, they've got loads of schools, loads of learners coming. They've got some really good speakers. It's going to be a bigger event. So same venue. So if you've already been out to do your health and safety checks, etc., same venue. I think it's the 26th of March, Thursday, the 26th of March. That's when it is. So I will put it on our stories. I'll share one of their posts, and then I'm in the assay next Monday. So I will try and do some filming. It's hard to tell the story of what it is, isn't it? Because I don't have any footage. I'd really like the unusual one for £23. You certainly can, Isabel. So if anyone wonders what we're talking about, that would be helpful to know. Let me just type this one is in. Letter B. Right, there you are, you're in. So Birmingham Assay Office host a careers event that they've been running now, I think for about 3 years, maybe a little bit more. And it's aimed at people who are looking to join the industry either straight from school, college. It's from 15 years up, but also people who are looking for a career change within our industry. And it started a few years ago with a couple of speakers like me telling a bit of story, and then they started to get exhibitors. So some of the manufacturers and the local businesses came, and now it's in association with the Birmingham University School of Jewellery, the NAJ, which is the National Association of Jewellers. There's so many sponsors of it. There's loads of them who are sponsoring it. So they're all in it together. And then on the actual day, they've got workshops running with different people, doing different gemmy things. I think someone is going to be making pendants. They're trying to make it quite interactive. So I think it'll be really great. So if you've got someone who's interested in joining the jewelry industry, this doesn't matter what age they are, doesn't matter, then you can come along on the day, meet up with potential employees industry is all about, and it should be a really brilliant day out. So highly recommend it. Naomi came to one before. That's why I mentioned it, because she was thinking about bringing her learners. And I don't think you ever managed to bring them, did you? You came and had a great day out, but you never managed to bring the learners. So, because I think did you take them to India, Naomi? It's all coming back to me now. Yes, so it's all good. Brilliant. So that's what that's about. So that will be on the 26th of March that they are doing that. So excellent. But I will share it into our stories, and then when I'm there on Monday, I'll try and get some video footage so you can get a sort of idea of what it's all about. It's quite difficult when they're not set up, but we'll come up with something, won't we? We'll come up with something. Right. Okay. All right. Anyone for anything else? Does anyone need anything else? Because I've got lots of work to do today, because we are filming our first ever podcasts on Monday. So the podcast series is being created on Monday, and I really need to practice interviewing Annie. And that's my plan. So watch this space. Make sure you're following our other company. We've got a sister company now called Behind the Jewelry, and it's stories of positive stories from behind the jewelry and the people who shape it. So it's all stories about the industry, and that's where the podcast is going to sit, and you'll be able to listen to that through things like Spotify or YouTube. We'll also put it out as a YouTube video. So if you're not really a podcast person, you don't know what that is, let's face it. I listen to one podcast, but lots of people listen to lots of podcasts, and you're not confident in that, you can always find it on YouTube. So we are filming for the first time on Monday. I'm very excited and nervous. So it's going to be, but it is going to be brilliant. We'll try and organise it. Naomi said, okay, I will try. If you direct message me with your email address, Naomi, then I'll put you in touch with the marketing lady there who can send you the stuff. Let's do it. Where do you find the Assay Office thing? I'm going to share it onto our stories, Ken. So it'll be in our Instagram and Facebook in the little circle. And then once I get some filming on Monday, I'll try and do a video about it next week. Are you coming, Ken? Are you going to come to Birmingham? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? I don't think you can join the industry, Ken. I think you're already in the industry, but you could still come along for the fun. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, you did. I think you didn't miss a lot. I did Uvaravites. I'll just replay the Uvaravites in case you've come in, because they're really gemmy. And if you love a gemmy gem and you miss those, that would be the biggest thing to miss before I send them out to customers that I know will buy them, and then they've gone forever. So yes, let's keep that in mind. They will be snapped up for definite because they're quite unusual. This is the pack of Uvaravites. These are £19.50 each. You can't see them because I've not opened the stage. And Naomi, other news, next Thursday's live is amber. Oh, do you want to see the amber? Could I bring it in? We've got all new amber coming in next Thursday's live. So that is exciting as well. Ken can't get there, Ken. Get someone to give you a lift. You need to come and stay at mine for a week, Ken, and we can do all gemmy things. You'd never get any work done, though. That's the thing. You miss your work. Look at that. So these are Uvaravites. They're quite large, pendant sized if you're going to make jewelry with them. They are between 3 and 4 centimeters. Gorgeous little clusters. Bring in the amber now, it says. Next Thursday, 6 p.m. Make sure you join us for amber. I'll try and do a sneaky peek if we can get the camera out. 132KR for all you gemmy people who want something different. These are Uvaravite. This is a type of garnet. Beth's going to bring you. Beth will bring you. 132KR. Let me see. It might be easier for me to bring the amber than me to take you to the amber. So let me see if I can do that. Hello. Ready. And she was. Oh, sorry, that's me kicking the desk. Right, okay, everybody ready? I've got you, Isabel, for one of those. Right, you're going to have to, I need to cover all the codes up because you can't buy these. There's a lot of limited stock here. So don't sneak the codes, okay? Promise. Just a second. So you can't sneak the code and take. Oh my gosh, it's all so good. It is so good. This. Look at that for a chunky bracelet. Look at that. Actually, I'm just going to talk about this a second. So I was at Spring Fair this last week, just gone, and this lady came up to our stand and she had on a necklace that was really long and had a massive, can you see? No. It had a massive amber at the bottom. Let's take the cows off just a second. Let's remove the cow, go for a more professional look. There you go. Right. It had a massive amber at the bottom like that. And then it was a corded necklace, and every couple of inches, it had a cluster of these massive chunky chips. So it had this massive pendant, then chunky chips, chunky chips, chunky chips, and it just looked beautiful. And I was like, I want that, I want that. And I had to wait until I came in to see what amber I'd been sent. But these are just gorgeous. Let's put the stage back. That is so nice, isn't it? I don't know if it's a bit too big for a bracelet, but when you're buying the when you're buying stretchy bracelets, remember you're usually buying a premium gemstone, and that's why it comes in a stretchy bracelet. I mean, these ones are stretchy bracelets, but this is to keep the strand length short. Look at this. This is a matte amber. Now, these are limited stock, so I only managed to get them in a couple of remaining necklaces, but I love this. And a couple of bracelets, but I'm loving that. I absolutely love these. These are nearly £100 each, but they are, let's just take the code away. They are so nice. Carved large chunks in lemon, cognac, and they call this earthy. And then the same, but in a baby. Matching baby ones. Loving the orange. Oh, these are the codes. Loving the bracelet. Loving this is a memory wire bracelet, but again, if you took the beads off, you could reuse them if you didn't want them. These are lovely. These discs, these are really nice. We bought the leaves back because they sold out last time. These amber nuggets, the coins, the drops, they're all good. And then a little bottle of rough amber there as well. And this, I just love the colours. Love them, love them, love them. They're all so nice. Let's just remove that a second. Naomi says, cancel the live, just take my card details. That's it. Good for you. Right, I've just dropped my wire. Just a minute. The matte bracelets. I love the matte amber. I've not seen that. No, that's I think I've seen it in pieces, but I've never seen it in a bead. Such a good idea, isn't it? So that all that amber coming next Thursday. It is going to be orders placed, so you'll have to wait, unfortunately, for it to come through. Only a couple of weeks though for amber, so it's not too bad. But the supplier is really kind, and they lend us the samples, and then we order from the samples on the limited quantities they've got. So it's a nice arrangement, but it means that you do have to wait a little while. But it also means that we can do it at the best price because we don't have to stick all our money in it. So it's all really lovely. Right, I think I'm going to leave you there unless anyone else wants anything particular. I'm going to put Isabel down for a Uvarovite, wasn't I? Let's do that before 1, 3, 2. Nobody else for a Uvarovite. I'm very surprised. Oh, that's the wrong place. Lovely. No one. I'll just put the Uvarovites back on at the stage. Just come move in, Ken. I've got loads of space for you. You'll have a lovely time. Look at that. These are the Uvarovites. The code for these is 132KR. They're £19.50 each, but they are very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Yeah, the chunky pieces are about £100. Some of the amber goes over, I think it goes up to about 140, but it's amber, you know, and the price, it's just so in demand. The price is pushed up. For those chunky amber pendants, I don't think £100 per pendant is an awful lot, personally. I think it's a really good price, so I hope you like them. Do you have any little more bags of random cabs? I don't. I think I did them all. I'm really sorry, but I can do some bags of random cabs. Shall I do those for next week? Let's do those for next week. We can do those. We've got lots of cabs here. And don't forget our birthday party, where you can come to Charmers Gems and visit us, is going to be on the 21st of March. We'll be opening our doors. You do need to book in. You'll get an email today at 12:15. There's limited space because we're not the biggest office in the world. We're going to have brand new beads. We'll have new cabs. We might get some new amber. We're definitely have a new pearls candy if you're still watching, because they're on order. We're going to have the crystals out. We're going to have everything. You get to play the game. So we're going to do the lucky dip box, the spin the wheel game that you can play if you want. There's going to be some crafting. It's just a lovely community day where you can just come along and spend the day with us. That is on the 21st of March. When you get that email at 12:15, you need to book on, because it will be limited spaces, but there's no charge to come. So yes. Right, lovely. I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you all have a nice weekend. Wish me luck for Monday. On Monday, be thinking of me. I'll put a story up and share my day with you as well, because I think it's going to be quite exciting filming all these people. So yes, that's for our podcast. So we will see you then. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. I'll see you next Thursday, 6 p.m. for the Amber, but keep your eye out. I'm likely to go live over this weekend with unusual stuff that I find. So just keep your eye out, because there'll probably be little short bursts of really cool, quirky stuff. So keep your eye out. I'll try and send an email first. Keep your notifications on social media. Probably on Facebook. It will probably go live on Facebook, not through StreamYard. So I'll see you later, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Bye.